NS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, the fishing industry recognized for its foreign industry exchange earnings. Also, a number of government agencies teaming up for a community walkabout in the Sunset subdivision. And the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce president giving his take on discussions surrounding minimum wage increase. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, the Bahamas' fishery industry, a cornerstone of the national economy, has been recognized for its significant contributions to foreign exchange earnings. Supporting thousands of jobs, the industry is crucial to the nation's economic stability. As today marks the start of the crawfish season, the Bahamas Department of Marine Resources is highlighting ongoing efforts to enforce regulations and ensure sustainable practices within this vital sector.
For many here, this is more than just a day on the water. August 1 is synonymous with the opening of crawfish season. Now, as fishermen head out to sea, guidelines and regulations are in place to ensure sustainable practices, essentially protecting lobster populations.
If you are engaging in crawfishing, you must have a measuring gauge on board. So the legal size for the crawfish is 5.5 inches for its tail and then 3.25 inches for its carapace. If you are engaging in trapping, you would need to have a valid trapping permit on the vessel as well from the Department of Marine Resources. If a compressor is on board, you would also need to have a compressor permit from the Department of Marine Resources. A compressor is to be used in a depth of 30 to 60 feet.
And here's how officials are able to enforce these guidelines.
On a daily, we do patrols to the west and the eastern area, to the fishing ramps in those areas, and we also do patrols on the water as well. So sometimes we may have like a spontaneous operation. For the most part, the fishermen are compliant.
Cash says there are also joint operations involving the Bahamas Customs Department, the Defense Force, and Police Marine. But did you know that the Department of Marine Resources also has the authority to make arrests?
We are able to arrest them and then take them to whatever the nearest police station, and then they'll do the proceeding. They will go to court, and the judge will make a verdict on that.
According to the Bahamas government website, the fishery industry is a multi-million-dollar enterprise, with the Bahamas being the second largest producer and exporter of lobster in the Caribbean after Cuba.
A lot of fishers are relying on this as a source of livelihood. And, you know, us as Bahamian, it's a delicacy for us, too, as, one of our native cuisines as well.
And that is why Cash is encouraging the public to adhere to the laws and regulations set in place by the Bahamas Department of Marine Resources. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
In other news, it was a focused initiative to strengthen community ties and address local concerns as the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, and Urban Renewal representatives joined forces for a walkabout in the Sunset subdivision. As Jay Philippe reports, this collaboration marked by door-to-door engagement underscores a powerful commitment to listening to residents and tackling issues head-on.
Senior members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Northern Division, along with Assistant Commissioner of Police Shanton Knowles, joining in with the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, conducting a walkabout in the Sunset subdivision, better known as Back of Town. The purpose of the walkabout is to hear the concerns of residents in this area.
One of the Commissioner's policing policies speaks to community engagement. Since I've been here on Grand Bahama, that is something that I have been stressing with my officers, that we go out in the community and engage the people.
The officers gathered as a group and were instructed to go from door to door greeting residents while hearing their concerns. The walkabout started at the entrance of the Sunset subdivision, where the officers had the opportunity to conversate with homeowners and residents face to face.
As we've been walking, I'm pleased to hear residents talk about the police presence in the area. Some saying more police presence is needed. Others says that I've been seeing the police and I'm pleased with the work that the police are doing in the community and in this community. Those who want to see the police more will certainly see more of the police in this community and in other communities here in Grand Bahama.
This walkabout comes on the heels of the island's latest murder that occurred in this area on Sunday, July 21st, where a 49-year-old man was shot and killed. While it has been quiet for the most part in terms of crime on Grand Bahama, according to the Assistant Commissioner of Police, the officers of the Royal Bahamas Police Force will continue to conduct strategic walkabouts throughout the island of Grand Bahama.
Just recently, I walked the community of McLeanstown and Sweetings Key, and so from time to time, I change locations. And I hope that the next walk will be in the West End community, again, to listen to the concerns of the people and to see how best we can police those areas. I've mandated my officers all to get out of the stations, go onto the streets, meet the people, and allay the fears of the people in the community.
The Minister for Grand Bahama and Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, the Honourable Ginger Moxie, joining in the walkabout with the police, displaying solidarity.
In terms of presence, there's sometimes felt that there can be a bit more. In other cases, everyone feels that it's fine. But there are other concerns like street lighting that will be addressed. Others brought up speed bumps, and that will be addressed as well. And so I just wanted to be a part of it to ensure that, their concerns are being heard and is being addressed.
Now, while many concerns were shared with police and government officials, the next step, according to ACP Shanton Knowles and the Minister for Grand Bahama, is to act on those concerns in very short order. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jay Philippe.
Well, this week, the Minister of Labor and Public Service announced that the Davis administration is discussing efforts to increase minimum wage. Today, the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce president is weighing in. While he agrees that an increase is needed, he believes it is time to look at a livable wage. Shalia Roll reports.
While many residents throughout the country are commending the government on the possibility of increasing minimum wage for the second time in 2 years, the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce president says that the current state of minimum wage is not livable wage.
Minimum wage is $60 per week. In our times, it's hard to imagine that is a livable wage.
Just days ago, Pia Glover-Roll, the Minister of Labor and Public Service, announced that the Davis administration is discussing the increase of minimum wage in the country. But first, she says that the government must do its due diligence before making the increase of minimum wage to be a livable wage. She says that even though a livable wage is the goal, it must be done with strategy. The local chamber president agrees. He says that one of his concerns is the strain that this increase can have on struggling businesses.
It also has the effect of creating more costs to businesses, and particularly businesses that might be struggling.
But he admits that the silver lining will be the impact it will have on the economy.
Increase in minimum wage generally indicates a little more disposable income, which once spent adds to the economy a bit because people are spending more.
Now, yesterday we spoke with residents and they believe that the increase of minimum wage can be a great thing for the people in the country that really need it.
If they raise the minimum wage, it's easy for them to pay the rent and get food.
It'd be good for the public, and then it give other people more motivation of trying to work more.
A good thing. The cost of living has gone up, and so taking minimum wage up in the Bahamas only can benefit persons.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Switching gears now, members of the Bahamas Public Service Union came together at BPSU Hall Wednesday afternoon to celebrate the union's 65th anniversary. The event was filled with camaraderie and festivities activities as members mingled and commemorated the union's rich history and ongoing commitment to workers' rights. Raven Davis reports.
Oh, it's going to be a blast here. This is the calm before the storm.
The Bahamas Public Service Union is marking its 65th anniversary as a registered trade union in the Bahamas. This milestone underscoring over 6 decades of dedication to advocating for workers' rights. PPSU Northern Region Vice President Latoya Cartwright says it's only fitting to commemorate the achievements of the founding fathers of the union.
So far, I would say that our journey has been great because we had a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, but no matter what, we always emerge to the top because we are resilient people and we always remember our goal, what is to fight for the membership.
She also discusses the important role the organization plays in protecting employees' rights and negotiating fair compensation.
Of course, times are hard, so we need someone like us who is actively always on the ground and trying to ensure that we get the best for the membership with this hard times. One of the major challenges always seemed to be the cost of living, and no matter how you negotiate, every time you negotiate, something else increases. However, we were able to acquire a lot of general increases for the membership, and wherever persons benefit financially, it makes them more stable and they're able to do more for their family. So I think one of the major succession planning that should be put in place is to ensure that we always have persons negotiating for better.
And while addressing past challenges, Cartwright notes a period when the union faced a decline in member interest due to reduced activities. However, she notes that this challenge has since been overcome.
For the last 4-5 years, I would say we have noticed a drastic increase in membership, a drastic increase in participation of union functions and our outreach programs, and we have adopted young persons, future leaders, to kind of mentor them and get them in the realm of what it is to be a trade unionist.
Currently, the Bahamas Public Service Union has just over 5,000 members across the Bahamas and is aiming to double this number by the end of the year. Cartwright also expressed gratitude for the committed members and highlighted the importance of their involvement in shaping future events. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Well, the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Festival is back for its 3rd year. Don't go anywhere. We have all the scrumptious details straight ahead when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
It's the Emancipation Day sale at the Park and Shop this July 31st through August 3rd. 25% off, excluding red tag items. And while there, take advantage of their back-to-school items.
At Harvey's Tech Bargains, West Mall Plaza, find the best deals on smart TVs, laptops, game consoles, tablets, cell phone accessories, gift cards, and so much more. Open Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The following supplies on hand at the start of the hurricane season. A minimum 3-day supply of water, which provides 1 gallon of water per person per day. Minimum 3-day supply of non-perishable food items. Flashlights and extra batteries. A battery-powered radio to receive broadcasts that will keep you informed of the storm. A first aid kit. a 7-day supply of any prescribed medication. Don't be caught off guard this hurricane season. Be prepared. Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Mark your calendars because the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Festival is back for its 3rd year. The fun kicks off with a taste of Grand Bahama at Port Lacaya Marketplace on August 3rd. Locals and visitors can expect to enjoy music, activities, and of course, a tasty array of local food and drinks. The event aims to highlight the diverse range of dining options available from the over 120 restaurants on the island.
This family-friendly event will feature live Bahamian entertainment, food and drink demos, including a special lionfish demonstration by Chef Harold Pinder, activities for the entire family, and a variety of food and drink specials for purchase. In addition to the A Taste of Grand Bahama at the Port Lacaya Marketplace launch event, the Grand Bahama Island Restaurant Fest is set to run from August 3rd to the 17th, and participating restaurants will offer fixed-priced menus.
We are happy to inform you that we have a lot of our tenants and our vendors who will be here, and they are elated and excited to participate in this event this coming Saturday.
Now this year, the festival will spotlight sustainable fishing and farm-to-sea cuisine. This new focus aims to raise awareness about environmental stewardship and promote sustainable consumption.
Another component that we are truly pleased to participate in is the education component and bringing sustainability into the activities of the businesses, of the restaurants that are participating.
We also want to promote the sustainable element and sustainable practices, raise awareness about responsible consumption, and support our local fishing initiatives. This includes highlighting and respecting local lobster and fishing seasons, conch sizing guidelines, and encouraging local fishermen and restaurants to catch and cook as many lionfish as possible.
The event coming up, we're going to be using lionfish as a ceviche, which is a raw application, and we'll be using like fresh local ingredients.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, tell us what's coming up in sports.
Coming up in sports, the Grand Bahama Basketball Corporate League got up to a hot start yesterday at St. George's Gym. Don't go away. Sports is next, right after this break.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinary.
Hungry? Save the day with this hack. The tastiest hack is no longer a secret. Order 2 medium one-topping pizzas from Pizza Hut Freeport for only $22. Enjoy Pizza Hut while spending less all the way to the crust. Visit us at the store, carry out, or delivery. 2 medium one-topping pizzas for only $22. Call us at 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport. Enjoy all the way to the crust. Pizza Hut Freeport.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352
The man in the boat passing through. Now what you got? August Monday. West End homecoming and boat race. To the west, I say. Yeah. West side. To the west, I say. West End to West End. August Monday, West End power boat race. To the west, I say. August 5th. To the west, I say. To the west.
August Monday, 2024, powerboat race. You missed this, you did this. To the west, I say.
Here at Bootleg, we have lots of things to offer, including Bahamian-made chocolate ingredients. We also have ice cream sandwiches. We have a lot of our top seller chocolates, which includes Bahama Sea Salt and Toffee. We have a gold pepper caramel. We also have that in ice cream sandwiches. We have the Gully Wash. We have Guava Duff. Numerous things to offer. We also do have hot real chocolate. All of our items are made on premises in our factory. If you're not sure where we're located, we are located on Polokai Marketplace by the marina. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays and Sundays, we're open until 3. Our phone contact is 373-6303. You can also find us on social media, Instagram at Bootleg Chocolates. We're also on Facebook at Bootleg Chocolates.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to sports. Well, another Grand Bahama athlete signing off to college. But let's begin with the Grand Bahama Amateur Basketball Corporate League. Here's some highlights. Opening day of the Grand Bahama Basketball Amateur Corporate League over at St. George's Gym. In Game 1, Dolphin Experience dominated Freeport Harbor 56-8. Now in Game 2, Club Fortuna won 36-22 over Pelican Bay Hotel, led by Darryl Butler with 12 points. And the final game saw Cantina Port edge out GB Power 35-30. Andrew Ferguson was the leading scorer with 7 points. Here's GBBA Commissioner Trevor Smith.
Our main objective is most of the companies have employees that doesn't play in the league but love the game of basketball. So we choose to cater to the guys, the regular working guys who don't play in the league, to come out and have fun and enjoy themselves with a work atmosphere, but a fun basketball game. Each team is going to play about 5 games, guaranteed. And the playoff is 1 game, and the championship is another game. So average about 5 to 7 games, teams will be able to play this year.
Next in sports, Marco Carey Jr. is headed to Central Arizona College on a track and field scholarship. Marco is a junior national athlete that recently represented the Bahamas at the 2024 Carifta Games.
I like the coaching staff, and I feel like they'd help me in my journey as a decathlete. They expect me to put my best foot forward and give them all I got.
Carey is a multi-sport athlete that has excelled in track the past few years.
I started late. I started like grade 9. I started to take it seriously because I feel like I was progressing fast. And, the highs, Carifta team 2024. My Carifta experience was good, amazing. I enjoyed the fans cheering for me, cheering for the Bahamas, and I just hope they be there next year too also. So,
ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
It's now time for a check on weather, sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Stay with us. Our Facebook friend of the day is up next.
Hey there, welcome back to Health Bites. Ladies, if you suffer from PCOS, imbalanced hormones, bad periods, or fertility issues, today we're going to be talking about some supplements that can help you with that and more. One of the most popular supplements right now for PCOS is inositol. Inositol helps balance your hormones, helps to regulate menstrual cycles and ovulation, improves fertility, and it can even help with weight loss by helping your body better digest carbs. NAC is another great supplement to help with PCOS. N-acetylcysteine helps improve ovarian health, improves ovulation, helps to reduce testosterone, and it also helps to boost your immune system. Another popular supplement right now is berberine. Berberine also helps to balance your body's hormones. It also helps with weight loss by improving the way your body digests carbs. Berberine is also good for helping keeping your blood sugar range in healthy levels, and it also helps with cholesterol and heart health. If you need relief from PCOS or any other signs of hormone imbalance, stop by your nearest Fitness Connection location or shop online at shopfitnessconnection.com.
The second annual West End Homecoming and Powerboat Race, August Monday.
To the west, I say. In the building, boy.
Foodland is your first stop for delicious seafood boils.
To the west, I say. Hey!
Chicken Nest, your first stop for these beautiful fritters, fish and patty cake, conch salad, and everything else.
To the west, I say.
For
food.
For drinks.
For vibes.
Your number one stop.
Watch. Welcome to the famous Bluefish Port.
Cherries on the west side, the famous pickled conch salad.
Come ride the wave at Waves this August Monday in West End. To the west, I say.
First off, the best conch salad is on the West End, right here at Waves. on the big
Eddie's Gully Wash. One stop for the best gully wash in the West Gully.
Catch us here at Ground Zero, August Monday.
To the west, I say.
Check out the view one. Whenever you come to the West End, to the west, I say.
To the west. Your stop for the best conch salad in the West. August Monday to the west, I say. You get your best conch fritters and the best fish and pancake on the island.
Your finest stop, coffees on the bay. West End, the best end.
To the west, I say. The mic next, that is what you do. I say, I rock the guitar from the famous bar.
Let me drive the bus. Come go with us to the west, I say. Boat race and homecoming August Monday. To the west.
Your number one news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Ladidra Duncanson, you are our Facebook friend. Thank you so much for your support, and please enjoy your birthday. And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. On behalf of the entire ZNS News team here in the North, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. It's day one of the 2024 crawfish season, and fishermen are being advised to follow the law with their crawfish catch. Slowdown in effect, illegal immigration attempts from Haiti a bit stagnant since the Kenyan-led task force arrival. And police investigating the latest suicide attempt, this time in southern New Providence. And in sports, we hear from the B3A's president who's at the Paris Olympics. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jiminita Swain, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Fishing is big business for the Bahamas, according to the figures compiled by the Nature Conservancy. When combining recreational and commercial fishing, collectively they support nearly 27,000 jobs and generate $544.2 million in annual income, totaling more than $2.2 billion in sales. And as the lobster season officially opens today, many industry partners are hopeful that the season generates a high tide of possibilities. Lloyd Allen joins us live from the Potter's Key dock as a number of fishermen are getting ready to hit the waters. Good evening, Lloyd.
Well, Jiminita, you're absolutely right. Here at Potter's Key, for many locals, this is known as ground zero when it comes to finding the fresh catch of the day. And as the day is the start of the crawfish season, many stakeholders like fishermen and restaurant operators are hopeful that this season will bring a fruitful catch in more ways than one.
Come get your spiny lobsters right now, folks.
After a 4-month annual closure, the lobster season across the Bahamas is now open to all. For fishermen, the addition of the spiny lobster to the diverse seafood open to catch traditionally represents increased sales, and the crawfish is the local favorite. Fisherman at the Montague Dock, Gregory Brown, says come and get it. The lobster is back.
From 4:30, everybody be got up, fellas, some gas up the boat, get the apparatus and stuff ready. 5 o'clock they was leaving. They went up by the Exuma Keys and they came back with a nice catch.
The spiny lobster season has come back around, and the hope this year is for better prices and an abundance of red tails, which spark big bucks for restaurants. Last year around this time, Brown says a full moon worked in their favor, but nonetheless, fishermen remain eager to make the best out of the season.
As the weather get conducive, like a little breeze and a little wind, a little kick up, the lobster comes out from the bottom of the ocean, comes into the shallow, so actually, it should be a good trip.
The big question now remains on the price.
I hope that the price stay at $17 a pound, as they expect it to be, different from last year where it was like $12 a pound.
Brown offers his predictions on the kind of season fishermen can expect, as well as challenges at sea.
We also hope for the best, that we can actually secure crawfish for our Bahamians.
Potter's Key vendors also looking into the next 8 months with optimism, as the area hosts many Bahamians with an appetite for fresh seafood.
Well, I'm looking forward to crawfish season. At the moment, we don't have any, and so it's a big day for us. The fishermen are out to sea, and so I'm excited to see what it brings.
She adds their menu has literally been brought back to life with a cadre of items of crawfish as a key ingredient.
We included in our quesadillas, our fettuccine, our snacks, dinner, grill. Yeah.
Now, Jiminita, as there was a limited supply of crawfish across the island today, obviously, as the season opened today, many fishing operators and these boat operators say they've been held out a bit because of the weather. But once the weather holds up, they expect to go out and bring in some more crawfish and hopefully riding high over the next 8 months. Reporting from the Potter's Key dock for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen. Jiminita?
And as a reminder, here's the crawfish season checklist. Fishermen are reminded that the legal measurement for whole crawfish is a carapace or jacket length of 3 1/4 inches and a tail length of 5 1/2 inches when separated. Anyone harvesting crawfish must possess a crawfish measuring gauge. Possession of dishwashing liquid, bleach, or other noxious substances aboard any vessel during fishing is unlawful without a proper permit, and a permit is mandatory for the use of air compressors or crawfish traps to aid in fishing. Commercial fishing vessels 15 feet or longer engaged in commercial fishing must be licensed by the Department of Marine Resources. Foreign employment aboard licensed Bahamian commercial fishing vessels is prohibited, and catching, selling, or purchasing undersized or buried crawfish is strictly illegal. Crime news. A 28-year-old man is in hospital tonight after a foiled attempted suicide. Police report that the man allegedly ingested a large quantity of over-the-counter medication around 7 o'clock last night while at a residence on Ballard Road off McKinney Drive. An investigation into this matter continues. A 17-year-old armed robber in police custody tonight as well, following a police chase in the Carmichael Road area. Police learned that 2 unknown gunmen robbed the victim of a black Chevrolet Equinox and personal items at a Ramsey Street residence around 11 o'clock last night. Both suspects then fled the scene in the stolen vehicle, followed by a white Japanese model car. Operation Ceasefire officers were on St. Vincent Road when they attempted to intercept a white Nissan Bluebird, which matched the vehicle's description, believed to be involved in the armed robbery. However, the driver refused to stop, leading to a brief pursuit that ended at Sisal Road after the vehicle crashed into a wall of a residence. Officers then arrested the male teenager and seized an unlicensed firearm found in his possession. Police also found the vehicle was reported stolen on Friday, July 26. In an effort to enhance safety and preparedness in students traveling abroad, the National Firearm Society hosted a safety training session. It included interactive workshops designed to educate students on the importance of being aware of their surroundings, as well as travel tips and practical steps to take if they encounter a specific situation.
In the U.S. right now, there's stuff like active shooter things going on a regular basis. There's always violence on campus. The campus life at colleges is a mix of different cultures from different places. So anything can happen at any time. So our goal is to prepare them for that. We don't want to be a retroactive situation where something happens and they scrambling to know what to do. So our goal is to be proactive, whereas we prepare them now, whether it's simple as them going to a party and they know what to do and what not to do. So especially our females don't end up in a situation where they're sexually assaulted, for example, right? So they need to know some of the things to be prepared for.
Although the session was tailored to be age-appropriate and impactful, the initiative caters to other sectors as well.
We have regular training that goes on for businesses and organizations from every industry. Our training is for every industry. It can be customized for anybody. So our goal is to reach out to everybody for the training that we have.
With the arrival of the Kenyan police officers in Haiti to lead a proposed multinational security task force, there was concern that the Bahamas would see an influx of migrants attempting to flee the Caribbean island. But according to Defense Force Commodore Dr. Raymond King, there has been no notable surge. In fact, illegal immigration appears to be trending downward.
We saw some traction. The Coast Guard would have dealt with 1 or 2 vessels. I think the Haitian Coast Guard itself would have had to respond to a vessel that sunk. And I think they were able to rescue some 41 of their own nationals. And so it has slowed. But we remain postured. We still have assets dedicated to the southeastern Bahamas to respond. In the need, there's any influx, unexpected influx. But we continue to guard the southeastern borders of the Bahamas.
Still to come, the Bahamas Christian Council partners with social services to strengthen the family unit. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
In the chaos of our daily lives, it's easy to be caught up in the rush. But when you're behind the wheel, remember, rushing can lead to disaster. Don't rush. Take your time. Remember, your life and others depends on it. Slow down. Stay alert and arrive alive. Because in the race of life, it's not about how fast you get there, but how safely.
This message is brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
finger-licking good.
Bam! I got him! What you playing? Cinema classic, y'all.
Girl, you see him? You see him? That's my dream man right there.
Listen, the only man I just dream about is Percy. Him and his pension plan just keep me smiling in my sleep. Sure. That's right. Percy get a pension plan where you could win up to $1,000 a week for a year.
Can you lie?
No, ma'am. Every time you deposit $20 on your verified Island Game account during July and August, you automatically enter to win one of 13 pensions. Y'all, Percy is my dream man. Look at that. Look at that. Woo-hoo.
Is somebody saying Percy?
On your account and ride the easy train at Percy's Island Game.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Bank of the Bahamas understands that excellence in banking is not just a goal, but an unending journey. In just a few years, we have doubled the number of ATMs in our network. We've renovated facilities in Freeport and introduced new state-of-the-art premises in Nassau. Updated our website, making it easier for clients to stay in touch. And with our new mobile app, you can bank on the go 24/7. We've upgraded our cards to secure chip and contactless technology and introduced a chip and contactless debit card. And there's more to come, because excellence isn't about reaching a pinnacle. It's about cultivating a business that puts you at the center. BOB, your bank of solutions.
The news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
More tonight on that. Bahamas Power and Light audit recently conducted by IRCA, the nation's power provider, has been operating at a loss since 2022. The audit illustrated that its net profit margin was minus 20% and minus 24% in the fiscal years 2022 and 2023. And since 2017, BPL's profit margin has averaged minus 2%. This, coupled with the company's debt service coverage ratio in the negative for the last 2 years. Auditors also discovered that high fuel makes up more than half of BPL's operating expenditure due to Shell's monopoly on fuel provision. The recommendation was made for BPL to improve its fuel controls to prevent fuel diversion. The audit found that BPL does not have a least cost generation and systems plan in place or a set process to develop and maintain system planning, while there are opportunities for BPL to reduce its generation cost. Well, in these times of high prices, consumers expect that when they dig deep into their pocketbooks, their demands are met and at an affordable price. Case in point, with the flick of a switch, they expect their power to be on. But government has held firm to the argument that in order to support BPL's growing demand, crucial changes have to be made as the energy sector calls for transitioning to cleaner fuels that are more reliable and ultimately reduces cost, making a further case of what has to happen and the hundreds of millions of dollars it's hemorrhaging as is was Energy Minister the Honorable JoBeth Colby Davis during a recent address to the Progressive Liberal Party's branch meeting.
We have all these millions going out the door, and really and truly our utility company is not reaping any real benefit. All they have done has now turned a contingency plan into an operating plan. So what should be contingency? If you have a system failure that you really have to address quickly, you call someone who may be able to bring some rental support, you bring it and you say, we gotta get this engine up. We're gonna need about 2-3 months, so we need you to put that system online for us. and give us this 2-3 months support, so you give us that window. The 2-3 months of contingency where you lean on rental generation just for a short-term period has now become the full-scale operating agreement.
Well, despite union leaders publicly lamenting on government's goal of paying salary increments to civil servants, Labor and Public Service Minister, the Honorable Pia Glover-Roll, responded that public servants are grateful for the information that gives them a better understanding of the process.
As long as I'm in this position, I'm going to ensure that where there is an issue, I communicate. Where there is an issue, we do all we can with urgency to ameliorate the issues for our workers, because after our employees receive or give a good day's work, they deserve a good day's pay. And after our unions have signed agreements, it's up to us to ensure that we are living up to our end by ensuring, like the increment being paid on time, that we do our part as an administration.
Well, a robust effort is underway to fully digitize the region. CARICOM heads of government agreed at its annual meeting in Grenada this week to implement a digital strategy comprising digital integration, infrastructure and connectivity, digital skills, workforce development, and capacity building, government e-services, digital sectors, policy and regulation, and the environment. CARICOM Chairman and Prime Minister of Grenada, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, confirmed the Caribbean community and its international partners will fund the project.
The idea is ultimately to train 10,000 young men and women in specific digital skill sets throughout CARICOM so that they can work in the Caribbean and not leave the Caribbean, but be able to provide their services to citizens globally. We see this as an important initiative in ensuring that we can continue to address the issues of unemployment and underemployment amongst the youth.
Now that the central bank's improved digital currency wallet 2.0 has been released, public awareness must be ramped up. The bank's Governor John Roll tells us what's planned.
Within the Wallet 2.0 environment, the responsibility for having the direct interaction with customers is still with individual financial institutions. However, individuals will be able to go into the app, complete the onboarding process, and specify which of the financial institutions they want to be their provider. And then those financial institutions have the direct visibility and ability to manage those individuals' wallets.
In other news, the Bahamas Christian Council conducting increased outreach initiatives to residents as it does its part to build stronger families in the country. The initiative is in keeping with the BCC's partnership with the Ministry of Social Services in its efforts to strengthen the family unit nationwide. Minister of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the Honorable Miles Larota, noted that churches will play a pivotal role in the National Family Week campaign.
We recognize their reach, but also their technical abilities. Some of the churches are well experienced with technology and getting the word out. Some of them have their own media department and media teams. And so it's a natural fit to reach out to the church for them to help partner with us in strengthening our families, thereby strengthening our community, thereby strengthening our country.
We still have more news to come, but Amajal Knowles has a look at what's coming up in sports. Amma?
Coming up in sports, we hear from the B3A's president as well as the president of NAAA as track and field set to get underway over in Paris. Details of those stories and more coming up in sports.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 502-3800 or email us at znsnews@gmail.com.
Video need to show us on a different scale. It has to be extra.
What, eh?
Hey, Quay.
Hey, what you saying?
Where you is?
I right you on the bus stop with my friend.
Okay, so we want to shoot this video, and it's gonna be extra.
All right, Jim. I can just come to you. All right. I need your 25 cents no more.
decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long, yet the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling. Tell me the only thing you are is mine now. Na 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 na. I got a good feeling. Na 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 na. I got a good feeling. Good feeling. You wanna know is how to hold on to it every moment. Dive into it like my love is an ocean. It's overflowing. I swear it's golden. So good that I'm rolling. Baby, you make me crazy. I'm seeing roses. Baby, just maybe you save me. Oh, take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting.
We go everywhere. Shop early at Janae's Chesapeake Road annual back-to-school sale going on now. Get up to 20% off on all school items in stock. Yes, all school items in stock. Shirts, jumpers, skirts, boys' long and short pants, school neckties, PE shorts, in a variety of colors and school monograms. Shop early and don't miss out at Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road's annual back-to-school sale going on now. Remember, we go everywhere. Beat the rush and save, save, save at Janae's annual sale now.
What are we gonna do? We forgot your daddy's birthday. He's in Eleuthera and we're all the way in Nassau. You got it? Okay. Yes, you're right.
Eleuthera for tomorrow? No problem.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Just staying with us, Rastafarians of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress in the Bahamas assembled to recognize 190 years of emancipation. The group held a march today throughout portions of the capital. They had hoped to have a chat with the Governor General. However, she's out of the country. This group wants to see change in how Emancipation Day is observed and empowerment in the Black community.
Emancipation Day is recognized on the first Monday in August. We would like it to be the 1st of August. That's the true day, so people can really see the significance of the day. That's one reason why we are agitating. And the greater reason, we are still saying Africa for the Africans, those at home and us abroad.
If black man and woman was to be knowledgeable of their glorious past, they would be more inclined to respect themselves. And once we bring forward back to once we come forward back to our true selves, then we would realize that you see changes within our communities, you see changes within the nation too. You see a reduction in crime, you see more community-minded individuals, a more community-minded set of people.
Also joining in on that march in a show of support on recognizing the impact of Rastas in the fight for reparations was Chair of the Bahamas National Reparations Committee, Dr. Nyambi Hall Campbell Dean.
We
are actually having our official relaunch tomorrow, the Bahamas National Reparations Committee, where we'll talk about all of those issues there. But the reparations movement is growing exponentially, not only in the region, but around the world. And so we just hope to really bring awareness to all of those movements locally so that we can do it together.
Well, the oldest festival in the country, Foxhill Day, which commemorates the freeing of the enslaved Africans in the Bahamas, is all set to start tomorrow. It's traditionally held on the second day in August. The opening ceremony gets underway tomorrow night with a fun run walk on Saturday, August 3rd. Foxhill Committee Chairman encourages the public to come out in numbers and to support and enjoy themselves.
On August 5th, is our rush out, drunken rush out, which will start at midnight. On the 4th, midnight, right on the Freedom Park. There will be 8 groups taking part in this event. At 11 o'clock on Emancipation Day, there will be the ecumenical service. In attendance will be the Governor General, Her Excellency. Followed by a luncheon right at the Community Center in Foxhill. And that evening, the main event on the park. August 10th, we'll have a fun day, family fun day, and we'll have collaboration with the Bahamas Police Force, the Defense Force, and the prison. Their band will be that facility.
Well, after more than 10 months of round-the-clock extensive renovating and remodeling, the Solomon's Old Trail store has officially reopened. The now complete 25,000 square feet complex, which is notably smaller than its originally was, has been outfitted with solar panels, flooring, new air conditioning units, and many other amenities which its operators feel will greatly enhance customers' shopping experience. To celebrate its reopening, the store and its parent company, AML Foods, held a ribbon-cutting ceremony early this week. Facilities manager at AML Foods, Richard Jones, oversaw the project.
If you can look at the store, for starters, we installed new air conditioning system. We redone the floor. All of our refrigeration cases are brand new. So it's a total rebrand of the entire supermarket. The store is actually smaller than the old Solomon's. The old Solomon's was about 80,000 square feet, but that included grocery, general merchandise, clothing. This store is just purely a supermarket.
A Marathon Member of Parliament, Lisa Ramming, among those on hand to celebrate along with Solomon's, and commended the store for the value and support it gives to the constituency she represents.
I am particularly excited about the future growth of Solomon's. Your ongoing investment in our community is a symbol of hope and progress. And this is what I say, and I will continue to say this. And I would want all of you to say this wherever you go. Solomon's here, you are the staple in the Marathon constituency. You are the staple in the Marathon constituency.
More tonight from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie premiere. Here's Amajal Knowles.
Deadpool and Wolverine opened worldwide last Friday, and on Thursday, thanks to Heineken Silver and Coca-Cola, Bahamians got a sneak peek of the summer blockbuster. In part 1 of our report on this event, we heard about Heineken's Marvel connection. Now here's Jonathan Thornberry, the marketing director of Caribbean Bottling, to tell us how their partnership with Heineken and Marvel came about.
So as you may know, Coca-Cola has Marvel characters featured on their cans and bottles. So part of that is us celebrating the consumer. We're all superheroes in our regular lives. So, through the summer season when it's very hot and the days are longer, it's giving you that extra superpower to get you through your days.
Now, can we look forward to more joint ventures with Coca-Cola and Heineken in the future?
When we talk about Coca-Cola, we obviously talk about real magic. So we're always looking for creating those magical moments, magical memories, things that our consumers connect with. And we're passionate about that. We had an excellent experience partnering with Heineken on this event. And while we don't have anything on the drawing board, I would welcome another collaboration with Heineken.
Brand Ambassador for Heineken Silver Zenio Sarge Newbold's reaction to the premiere left no doubt about how he felt.
I'm very, very excited to be a part of this because I feel like events like these, you know what I mean, leads people to meet new people and forge new connections because, you know, in today's world, connections is everything. And it feels great to be amongst a lot of people that shares the same interest in movies and all that stuff like that. So I'm very, very happy to see and be one of the few to see it before any other Bahamians, you know what I mean? Wolverine and Deadpool. Boom. See what I'm saying?
Jaquay Dasquay Adderley, brand ambassador for Coca-Cola, brought some lucky winners with him to see the movie.
It feels amazing to be here. I was excited about the whole campaign. I was able to be a part of it where I was not only giving out sodas and letting people experience the VR, the AR, the augmented reality effect, but also giving a chance 10 lucky persons to watch the movie with me today.
And of course, Dasquay and Sarge have the last word.
Let's go on set next week live here at Fusion Superplex with my boy Sineo. Y'all know.
Wait, you're actually live?
No,
okay.
Not yet. We are Deadpool and Wolverine. I's Deadpool.
And I's Wolverine.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amajal Knowles.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
While our Olympians hunt for gold in Paris, the savings continue at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Livy's spaghetti and meatballs, 15-ounce, $1.59. Western vegetable oil, 40-ounce, $5.59. Panamese raw shrimp, $31.40, 1 pound, $6.99. Whole chicken wings, $1.79 per pound. Boneless pork chop or roast, $2.79 per pound. Celebrating Team Bahamas, that's Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. Not only do we guarantee the best prices on all your favorite building materials, we're proud to offer the best delivery program in all of Nassau. Whether you buy 1 box of screws or a truckload of plywood, island-wide delivery is just $5. And for our Family Island customers, we're proud to offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. Visit us today at the CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road and check out our website to set up your next delivery.
His hit songs such as Oh My Andros and Catch the Crab Crawling is just some of his popular hits that are played throughout the islands of the Bahamas at cultural shows and festivals. With more than 40 years in the music industry, this Bahamian artist returned home where he received a surprise unlike any other Bahamian artist has ever experienced. RJ Philippe has that report.
A pleasant surprise for longtime Bahamian artist Elon Moxie, who hails from Andros, during the South Andros Homecoming concert featuring reggae international artist Tyrus Riley, South Andros Member of Parliament the Honourable Leon Lundy, along with North Andros MP Leonardo Lightburn, and the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honourable Mario Boleg, presented their hometown artists with the very first key to the island
such a beautiful feeling to realize, nowhere to realize where I came from in my music. To reach at that stage, it was awesome.
Moxie visibly was grateful and thankful for the gesture that came as a total shock to him.
I was much surprised because I wasn't looking forward to that. Just looking forward to go and sing my 4 or 5 songs and get out of here. Then back to Mango Peace, so that was off the chain.
The artist expressed his heartfelt love for the people of Andros, who he credited his success to as a Bahamian artist.
I love Andros. That's the star of my Andros. I could never, that would never. For me, it'll live on forever. And I believe it's going to live on forever because I remember Mr. Clarence Levine, who used to be our representative. And his motto was, oh my Andros. Clarence Levine, Mr. Clarence Levine. Oh my Andros. And that's where I got that from.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Jay Philippe.
Well, the Met Office issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Inagua, Miagwana, Long Key, Crooked Island, Acklands, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, along with their adjacent waters and keys today. These showers and thunderstorms are associated with a robust tropical wave currently moving over the Dominican Republic. As this system is expected to hit the southern Bahamas in a matter of hours, Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness, the Honorable Leon Lundy, led a delegation to Inagua today to assess preparations there. And despite this weekend's Salty Festival and a major funeral, Inagua Administrator Herbert Gilbert told us that residents there are ready.
Everyone, or most persons like to get in preparation mode, but not most persons prepared for the aftermath. And that is one of the things that residents excel with as relates to getting materials here in the district that they may need, plywood and nails, screws, etc., into the district for them to recover in the event of, God forbid. There was a communication problem as relates to having a satellite phone and what's not. The minister and his team, they did bring a brand new satellite phone that they handed over to us in the district. So the communication problem was immediately solved.
It's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jimenita. Well, those rains you've been talking about, they have begun to spread into the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeast Bahamas, and will gradually move into the central Bahamas late tonight and tomorrow as well. But right now, outside of our studios, we are under partly cloudy skies, temperature at 84 degrees, relative humidity 75%. We have east-northeast winds at 12 miles per hour. Your barometric pressure, 1,018.4 millibars, that's 30.07 inches. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, 85 in Marsh, Ababaco, Green Tulkey, also Freeport at 85 degrees, the Berry Islands 86 in Allenstown, Bimini. Harbor Island, 88 degrees, Rock Sound at 87, another 87 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, and that extends into Camps Bay, South Andros, Black Point, Exuma, and Otterstown, Cat Island. More 87s in San Salvador and Rumkey. Get a little warmer as we head into Clarence, Down Long Island, Ragged Island, Crooked Island. They all reporting 82 degrees. 84 in Betsy Bay, Miagwana. Acklands very warm at 88 degrees. 85 in Matitani, Inagua. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 84 degrees. Now, your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Alive Business, where you're always protected from the worst storms. Now, in the northwestern islands tonight, your winds are going to be easterly at 12 to 18 knots, so there's been an increase in those winds today. Wave heights building 3 to 6 feet, so caution flags are now up for the northwest Bahamas. Low tide, that will occur at 1:12 in the morning for the central and southeastern islands. Also an easterly flow, the winds a little stronger. 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 6 feet, with caution flags in place for the central and southeastern islands as well. And then tomorrow, Friday, the winds remain out of the east, 12 to 18 knots, no change with those wave heights, so the caution flags continue. High tide 6:55 in the morning with a low tide at 12:59 in the afternoon. In the central and southeastern islands, winds continue to increase and they rotate clockwise, becoming southeast at 15 to 25 knots. Very rough sea conditions at 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. So we will post an advisory for boaters in the central and southeastern islands tomorrow. And as we take you into Saturday, we see the winds also increasing in the northwestern islands, becoming southeast at 15 to 20 knots. The wave height is 4 to 7 feet. High tide on Saturday, 7:44 in the morning with the low tide at 1:47 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands, we've maintained those advisories with winds out of the southeast at 15 to 25 knots. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures. And they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause my number man is life. Cause my number man is life. Hey, put the 6 down for me, boy.
I got a 10 cent put on there. Yeah, boy. I tell you now. Now we going down the road. To the side. Check this.
That's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Raw Star Assurance. But stay tuned. The extended weather forecast is still ahead.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, follow us at ZNS Digital on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us on our website at znsbahamas.com.
Here at Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Hardware is the helpful place. Everything you need under one roof, from electrical, paint, plumbing, outdoor, barbecue, automotive, lawn and garden, pet supply, houseware, and seasons. Hurricane season is now here, so for all your hurricane needs, we have a 25% off bargain zone.
Hey, thanks. I would have given more stuff, but I didn't bring my money. I thought this was a glove, and I thought everything was free. Finally know what it is now. Thanks.
We're located on St. Albans Drive, West Bay Street, open Monday to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and closed for lunch 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Candid Security offer a varied range of security services, including guard service. We do armored service, we do pre-employment investigation, background checks, also vet people for employment. A live business hosted PBX is extremely important to our operation. I don't have to be in my office. I can easily get connected with our clients, my vendors, my NASA office, and with our employees in the field, anytime, anywhere.
Island nation, it is important that we protect our children in the water. Pay close attention to children and stay within 1 arm's length of them. Have them wear brightly colored swimsuits, use flotation devices, and teach them life-saving swimming skills. Be sure to empty portable pools and buckets, turning them upside down after each use.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness and PAHO WHO.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your Thursday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports in less than 24 hours. The track and field portion of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games set to get underway. Team Bahamas with a number of athletes that's to compete in the men's decathlon, women's triple jump, as well as the heats of the mixed 4x4 relays. Now, expectations are high for Team Bahamas. Marcellus Hall was able to sit down with B3A's president, Trimiko Archer, just ahead of competition, and also got a brief update from title sponsor Puma and what they have going on in Paris as well. More in this Olympic update.
This Olympic Sports Update is brought to you by J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, Comfort Suites Paradise Island, the Gaming Board of the Bahamas, Powerade, Bonaventure Medical Labs, Original Potties, and Gatorade.
Well, Amajal, we're here in Paris, France, still the Bahamas with another off day. So we thought we'd take a moment to come here by Puma House. As you know, Puma is the brand sponsor for our Team Bahamas uniforms. And they invited us down here along with President Jamiko Archer of the B3As to check things out. So here we are looking at all the facilities, all the different things they have to offer. So much here, as a matter of fact, swimming pool, basketball courts. They'll pull out all the stops here to showcase everything they have available. So we'll give you some details on that and a sit down with our own Jamiko Archer.
B3A's President Jamiko Archer taking a visit to Puma House in Paris, France today. Puma, as you know, the sponsor for Bahamas uniforms, both at the World Championships and here at these Olympic Games. Now, Archer talked about, first of all, what his thoughts are on Paris and the Games so far.
Well, I think that this is an epic time for the Bahamas with track and field. We have a more diverse team, and so that's exciting for Team Bahamas. We're looking to really do well at the decathlon, and then, of course, Charisma debuts for the first time at the Olympic Games tomorrow. So I'm excited about what we're going to be faced with. It's going to be a fiercely competitive Olympic Games for not only the Bahamas, but for the world.
With so many new athletes participating for the first time on Team Bahamas, Archer says this bodes well for the future of track and field.
Yeah, our ambition is always to grow our sport, and I think that we are growing in capacity. We have the largest membership in our history of the sport, and I think that perhaps the largest and most diverse numbers of athletes that are competing at these games.
Archer also talked about the partnership that has developed between Puma and the Bahamas and what it means.
Well, Puma always does it big, hey? And we have a large community of countries who are part of the Puma brand. The Bahamas is widely welcomed in Puma. We've had a long-standing relationship with Puma that extends back to more than a decade now. And we feel like home. This is really what it's all about.
Now, as you can see some of the facilities around you, we'll have a lot more for you as Team Bahamas gets back into the pool. That'll be coming, or rather back into competition for you. That'll be on Friday. That's tomorrow. We'll give you details as our athletes get back on the track for the very first time at these Olympic Games. Reporting here from Paris, France, I'm Marcellus Hall, ZNS Total Sports.
This Olympic Sports Update is brought to you by J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, Comfort Suites Paradise Island, the Gaming Board of the Bahamas, Powerade, Bonaventure Medical Labs, Original Potties, and Gatorade.
Two members of that mixed relay team will be Wendell and Zion Miller. Both men spoke about how they're feeling just hours away from running arguably the biggest race of their lives, as well as the atmosphere around the Olympic Village.
Being a part of it, it's great. It's been a rough 3 years for me, but I'm glad I'm here, a part of the mixed 4x4. I think that we have a good chance to get in the finals or even medal. Some people feel like we can't do it without certain people on the team, but I feel like if we just stay positive, anything can happen.
The atmosphere is good. Everyone's gelling. It's more of a celebration that everyone here more than rather stiff competition and everyone being stuck up. So mostly seeing all the top athletes, like people I look up to, like world record holders and medalists, and it's just like an eye-opener. It exposes me to the pro life, and it's kind of preparing me for when I get on to my actual pro season.
Still on track, the Bahamas are part of the NAAA region that expects to perform exceptionally well at this year's Olympic Games, and that's not according to us. These words from NAAA President Mike Sands recently caught up with our Charles Fisher and gave us his thoughts heading into Paris.
Over 274 athletes will be representing the NAAA region. Its President Mike Sands will be attending the Games.
Of the 31 full-fledged members, there are only 5 member federations that won't be represented, and those are the very, very small federations that won't be represented. So NAACAC will be in full force, and we're looking forward for some very, very keen competition and excellent performances. As NAACAC, we pride ourselves as being the leading area federation among the World Athletics family. And NAACAC will be very, very strongly represented, led by our big brothers and sisters, Jamaica, United States, and Canada. But we are all part of the NAACAC family.
And as president, he has to be neutral.
I tell the athletes, I say, listen, you know where my heart is. I can't avoid that, but at the end of the day, I have to be neutral. Unfortunately, for example, I can't wear colors that I would like to wear, right? And so when I go into the village, I go and I visit everyone. I mean, of course, I make effort to visit everyone, whether it's Carifta, whether it's Olympic Games in this case. And when they're having team meetings, I invite myself, or I ask to be known when the meetings are going to take place. And then I go in and I sit with the athletes because I represent the entire area, so I cannot discriminate, but I'm only human. My heart lies with the Bahamas.
World Athletics, the only organization that will reward athletes for their performances at the Games.
World Olympics gets revenues of millions and millions of dollars, and I've always felt that the athletes who caused this to happen, who people come to see, or who everything is built on, should benefit from it. And so I'm happy to be a part of an organization such as World Athletics that break the glass ceiling and made a determination that we will take part of our funds and put towards the athletes' well-being.
Yes, it's a saying that the Olympics really begins when track and field starts, which is this coming Friday, so let the Games begin. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
That's all the time we have for you for sports on this Thursday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Is saying, I'm not myself. This doesn't feel right.
People like to put us on a pedestal when all I wanted was to be normal, to be human like everybody else. I still have to dig deep down and remember why I'm doing it and do it for the little girl.
At Original Patties, quality is always job number one. With 2 convenient locations, you have twice the opportunity to enjoy our beef, chicken and veggie patties, escovitch fish, chicken and mutton roti, and our succulent jerk chicken and pork. Choose from a wide selection of tasty pastries, cakes, and breads, or pull up to our 2 convenient drive-through windows for great service with a smile. Original Patties Bakery Limited, Tonic Williams Darling Highway and Blue Hill Road South.
Now, I know I've said it before, but this time, I swear it's different. Grammy dreamed about this number, so I won't lose. I can't lose. This is my last time. Please, son, just give me one more chance. I'll give it all back to you.
Excessive gaming affects more than just the gamer. This message has been brought to you by the Gaming Board for the Bahamas, which encourages you to game responsibly.
Are you looking for a reliable and professional medical laboratory in the Bahamas? Your search stops here at Bonaventure Medical Laboratory with 27 years of dedicated service in lab and EKG services. Our board-certified staff of medical technologists and phlebotomists ensure accuracy and proficiency in every result. With state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee quick turnaround times and electronic delivery of results. Take advantage of our special pricing on back-to-school lab tests, group discounts, and on-the-spot drug screens. Get HIV results in just 1 hour. Check your hormone levels and even explore paternity testing options. With 7 convenient locations across the Bahamas, including Centerville, Sandyport, and more. We're always close by. Contact us today at info@bonaventurelab.com or call 328-3518. Bonaventure Medical Laboratory, your lab partner for good health.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
From June 1st to November 30th, the ZNS Radio and Television Network is the #1 source in the Bahamas for hurricane information before, during, and after a storm. Now is the time to choose your radio and television hurricane season ad packages. Get extra special rates and run the ads only when you want them to run. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, we start here in the tropics, and we have that rigorous tropical wave moving across our Hispaniola, but the mountainous terrain is really making it difficult for this system to develop, but it's producing quite a bit of rain showers, which has already spread into the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeast Bahamas as we speak. And by Saturday, this is what we expect that low-pressure system to be in the Gulf of Mexico, and that is when we anticipate some sort of development of the system. We'll bump that up to about 70%. But that will happen only on Saturday. So nothing is happening in the Bahamas in terms of any tropical depression or tropical storm. Forecast direction should take that towards the north over the warm waters, and we can perhaps see a tropical depression or a tropical storm just before it makes reach the coast of Tallahassee sometime next week, Monday or Tuesday. And our satellite pictures showing that broad area of showers now spreading across the southeast Bahamas, and that will eventually move into the central Bahamas later on tonight. And by Friday, we'll see some of that showers in the northwest Bahamas as well. So over the weekend, there will be a train of rain showers taking place, which will take us right into Monday of next week. So keep those umbrellas very, very handy. Our forecast for tonight, this is how things are going to shape up. We're looking at some evening showers in spots. Otherwise, windy and very warm with increasing clouds as that tropical wave gets a little closer. Your low temperature tonight, 81 degrees. Tomorrow, we're looking at cloudy, windy, with a couple of thunderstorms developing, particularly in the afternoon hours. That high temperature is still going to reach about 90 degrees tomorrow. And your extended weather forecast is going to get very gray and cloudy as we head into Saturday with widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which will be heavy at times. But as we head into Sunday, we'll get a peek of the sun, but those clouds roll right back in on Tuesday and Wednesday as a result of a feeder band from that system as it moves into the Tallahassee areas. Temperature-wise, going to cool off a bit once the clouds develop, and that will keep us below the 90-degree mark right into Sunday. And as we look at those nighttime temperatures, they're not too bad. We're going to get you into the mid-70s, but just before we close, we wish to highlight some meteorological cadets from the NAAA P. Small Meteorology Program, and I have with us this evening Layla Dane, she's one of our fine cadets, and then there's Colin Simmons, and over to the far left there is Job, and Job, last name is Job Fountain. And tomorrow evening, we hope to highlight 3 more of these cadets from the program. We have 17 of them in total. Jiminita?
Thanks, Basil. 24 maximum security inmates are the latest to graduate from the Prison Fellowship Ministry's Listeners Week program. The group joins 2 other cohorts totaling 72 maximum security inmates who have completed the program. President of the Prison Fellowship Ministry, Anthony Sands, feels the program is beneficial for prisoners, noting that it introduces inmates to God through a 10-week study of the book of Luke.
The Listener Week is so important because in some prisons around the world, there are no Bibles. And so some individuals never get a chance to know who Jesus is. As far as we're concerned, he is the one who changes and transforms lives. And these individuals coming into this session, there may have been some individuals who had reading issues, who never had a chance to know the scriptures simply because they can read. And so here in this program, we presented the gospel to them by an audio form and a visual form. And then, of course, we had an opportunity to discuss passages that moved the residents.
And before we end, we want to wish our Executive Chairman, Paiswell Forbes, a very happy birthday. Special greetings from the board, management, and staff here at ZNS. Well, that does it for the Bahamas tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching, and good night.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Who didn't eat up all the food, didn't drink down all the rum sweet. We can scrape it dance all night long to the sounds of the ancient man. Now you done blow your candle, you done look on all your gifts. We done sing a happy birthday and you done made a birthday wish. While my mind asking a question, Lord.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.